himself is a monumental work of the world of manga and anime. It follows the adventures of one Monkey D. Luffy and his great crew, known as the Straw Hat Pirates, as they journey through the Grand Line in search of the ultimate treasure, the One Piece itself. This treasure is said to grant immense wealth, fame, and even power, making its possessor the king of the pirates and the king of the seas. This series is renowned for its rich storytelling, complex characters, and also its massive world building. Hell, we can go another 20 years off side stories. The first arc of One Piece is known as the East Blue Saga. This saga introduces readers to Luffy's character and sets the stage for his grand adventure. This review will dive into this arc and every sub arc in it, exploring its themes, characters, plot progression, and overall impact on the series. So buckle up, we have a long ride ahead. Now, before we get into it, this series is something truly special. This is the start of something truly amazing. We begin back in the late 90s. Dragon Ball finished up a few years ago. A lot of series were starting to make their way through the world, but we needed the next big thing. And that big thing was one thing, the One Piece. Or should I say, One Piece in general. This series is truly the start of something remarkable. You will not want to miss this series, for it it could continue going for another 40, 50 years due to side stories. There's just so much content, but let's get right into it. First mini arc, Romance Dawn. This arc serves as an introduction to Monkey D. Luffy himself and his dream of becoming a great king of the seas, aka the king of the pirates. It begins with Luffy setting out from his home village after eating the Gum Gum Devil Fruit, which grants him rubber like abilities but also takes away his ability to swim, a significant drawback for a pirate. Unlike you're on the water all the time. Luffy encounters with Shanks, a powerful pirate who inspires him to pursue his dreams. It is pivotal in establishing his motives. Shanks sacrifices his arm during an encounter with a sea monster, with Luffy's life at risk. This revolves this resolve to become strong enough to protect his friends and achieve his goals. This arc effectively sets up Luffy's character traits, his carefree nature, his unwavering determination, and a deep sense of loyalty towards his friends and allies. This also shows how Shanks knew that Luffy was going to become something great. He even entrusted the straw hat, his own straw hat, to him, which was passed down by a certain someone. We'll get later on in the series about that. It is very, very important. But this is a great start to our great adventure. The One Piece has truly taken off and will not stop. The next arc is the Orangetown arc. In Orangetown, Luffy meets Nami for the first time, a skilled navigator with her own agenda involving pirates, aka she likes money. The introduction of Buggy the Clown as an antagonist adds comedic elements while showcasing Luffy's fighting style and spirit amongst formidable foes. Also, Buggy is one of the most hilarious characters in the series. After all, he is the GOAT. Only in being funny, he's not really powerful. The conflict revolves around Buggy's quest for revenge against those who wronged him and highlights themes such as friendship versus betrayal. Nami's backstory begins to unfold in this little arc. Her motivations are tied closely to her desire to gather treasure for her own purposes. This arc emphasizes teamwork as Luffy recruits Nami into his crew despite her initial reluctance foreshadowing their future group. It happens a few times. People reject Luffy's offer to be in the Straw Hat Pirates, but ultimately they come around because it's Luffy. He's the goat. Next arc is the Serp Village arc. We are introduced to Usopp in this arc, aka the coward himself. He's another key member of Luffy's crew who dreams of becoming a brave warrior of the seas like his father. This arc explores themes of courage and deception through Usopp's tall tales about pirates that captivate children in the village. The conflict arrives when Captain Kuro attempts to take over the village under false pretenses. Usopp's growth from a cowardly storyteller into a less cowardly storyteller with more courage in him and is willing to fight alongside Luffy, showcasing significant character development. This arc also reinforces one of One Piece's central themes, pursuing one's dreams despite overwhelming odds. Let's take a little break from reviewing the arcs. So far, we have solid storytelling, we have solid characters, we have a solid arcs, we have a goal in mind. The mythical One Piece is just over there, but it's up to us to find it before someone else does. And everyone is looking for it, whether good, evil, just, unjust, whether it's the government or not. We must find it because that's what we want to do. We got Zoro, who's a great swordsman. We got Luffy. We got Nami. We got Usopp. The crew is coming together right now. And all I could say is buckle up. It's going to get way more intense. Alright, next up is the Baratai arc. This arc focuses on a new member, aka Sanji, a very talented cook with aspirations beyond mere culinary skills. He dreams of finding the mystical All Blue, a legendary sea where all fish from every ocean meet. This arc introduces Don Krieg as an antagonist who threatens this floating restaurant. Sanji's backstory reveals his tragic past working under Zeph at this establishment while highlighting themes such as sacrifice and ambition within the culinary arts, elements that resonate deeply through One Piece. Luffy's confrontation with Don Krieg showcases not only physical battles, but also moral dilemmas regarding honor amongst pirates, a recurring theme throughout Oda's narrative style. Also, Sanji has a more tragic backstory, but we'll get to that later on. And I think all of us will shed a tear when that happens. All right, Orlong Park time. One of the goats, one of the top 10 at least in One Piece. This arc is crucial in developing Nami's character further. It reveals her traumatic past under Erlong's oppressive rule over her home village, an emotional depth that resonates strongly with readers and viewers alike. Luffy's determination to free Nami from Erlong's grasp solidifies their bond as comrades. He fights fiercely against Erlong despite knowing he may face defeat at any time, a testament to loyalty among friends being the center point in the universe. Also, it shows Luffy's iron will and determination to get the job done. This arc encapsulates many core values present through One Piece's story and narrative. Friendship transcending personal struggles while also fighting against tyranny oppression. It becomes integral not just for individual characters, but also collectively as Straw Hat Pirates grow stronger and stronger together through adversity faced along their journey ahead. This arc is one of the best, in my opinion. It's simple. There isn't much like, oh, it's we gotta include this, we gotta include that, we gotta include lore. It's just friendships, saving, and commodity. They are a family now. and together they can face anything. Alright, next up is Town, one of the greats. Finally concluding the East Blue Saga is Longtown, the last stop before entering the Great Grand Line. Here we see foreshadowing and events leading up towards future arcs, including encounters with Smoker and Mihawk. Town serves both narrative closure while opening new possibilities ahead. It emphasizes how far our great heroes have come since leaving their own unique areas, and yet it hints at challenges awaiting them beyond this point. Town, the beginning of the and endings, it's a pivotal point in the One Piece saga. It marks the start and the end. It's such a vibrant and historically significant place. Not only is it the birthplace and execution site of Gol D. Roger, the king of the pirates, but it's also where Luffy essentially declares his ambition to follow in his footsteps and to become the next king of the pirates at the very same execution platform. Man, talk about a powerful moment. We see the crew stocking up on supplies and encounters some memorable characters there, like Smoker, and also a man clad in green who saves Luffy. Who could that be? We don't know. But all we can really say is he is definitely important. Later arcs. Now let's get into what this all should sum up to. The start of a great legacy. The East Blue Saga serves as a formidable groundwork, establishing core elements that define the entire franchise moving forward. The themes explored resonate deeply with audiences, fostering connections between characters and viewers alike, creating lasting impressions long after finishing these initial arcs. As readers embark upon a journey alongside the Straw Hats, they witness the evolutions of friendships forged amidst trials and the turbulations faced along the way. It is a crazy journey. The first arc effectively introduces everything. This is the foundation, this is the groundwork, this is the concrete that's in the ground that supports the One Piece skyscraper. And oh, yeah, it hasn't been stopped getting built, it's continuing to get built. And also, the anime is back in full force now. So, yeah, it's crazy. With all that being said, what comes next? What comes next is we are officially in the Grand Line itself. That's right, the journey has fully begun. This great journey that we will be on for the next, this came out in 97, I believe. 20 plus years. 97, yeah, soon it'll be 30 years since One Piece came out, which I do find crazy. So, yeah, it's going to be an exciting one. Let's stick through it. And remember, 101 signing off. See ya. Also, like and subscribe. And if you like what you see, share. Anyway, see you later.